There! A message!
An invitation from our world to yours.
Ben and I have decided for a little getaway to the land of Tearaway Unfolded. A beautiful game from the company that has brought us such titles as Little Big Planet. Ben.
Well, Tearaway was an awesome game on the PlayStation Vita, but it was interesting hearing that they were going to be porting this to the PlayStation 4 because I think more than maybe any other PlayStation Vita game, the success of Tearaway was tied so much to all the features that it utilized on the PlayStation Vita. You had the back touch to get your finger into the world. You had the front touch to draw things. You would, move things all over the world. You would take pictures of yourself and put yourself in the game. So I was curious to see how are they going to make this work on a system where you do have cool functionality with a controller, but not everybody's got a camera. They definitely come up with ways to try to still integrate a lot of functionality here, and I think in many ways it succeeds. I mean, you can draw on the little touchpad on your PlayStation 4
Which is weird.
DualShock. It doesn't work as well.
It's weird, right?
Yeah,
when you're trying to, I'm like, okay, I'm going to draw a crown for this guy. I'm like, I don't know where this is. I can
It's
put
pretty
it.
crappy. I mean, it looks like you're a 3-year-old drawing these things.
Yeah, but I mean, I draw really well, is what I'm saying. Like when I'm trying to draw on the touchpad,
Like
I have no
5-year-old at least.
At least. Like, I have no perception of where it is on the world that I'm kind of drawing, or where my circle starts and ends. So a lot of the things look like teardrops.
It's hard to make the little lines connect at the end too when you're trying to like finish off a drawing. Yeah, for sure that's a bit of a struggle. I do like the fact that they bring the triggers into play by having those turn into flashlights, and you can kind of shine lights on the world. They have
It's your DualShock lights.
It kind of is, and they have a new thing in here where the scraps, who are these little awful evil boxes who are basically
little bastards,
putting colorless newsprint all over this incredibly beautiful papercraft world.
And they say print is dead.
Yeah, and your print's about to die because of my flashlights. And that's what you do. You burn up the newsprint with these flashlights. That's a whole new mechanic. They do a nice job of trying to kind of create an interaction between you and these characters, but I still feel it doesn't come together as well as it did on the Vita.
I think because it came out on the Vita first. It does kind of feel at home on the Vita, and now it's just kind of ported over a little bit too late.
I think this is a successful port because they did such a great job building it. I mean, it looks amazing. It's running at 60 frames per second. It's buttery smooth. And I think they did a great job integrating the new functionality of the controller into a world that felt so dialed into the PS Vita. Now, I still think that there's some kind of draggy bits, particularly with the combat. Like, fighting the scraps, it's still kind of boring.
Yeah, a guide. Just utilize my light, get them over here. Get them on a thing, bunt my pad, but they start bouncing all over the place and crushing them. It's a little bit weird. I mean, you can't even jump for the first hour of the game. Yeah. Like, what the hell? I see something over there. There's no jump pads around for me to thump on. Oh, I have to wait until I get a little bit further and then I can jump.
They definitely stretch out all of the abilities.
Jump?
It takes a while.
But jump?
I know.
Jump?
They could have given you a jump right at the beginning. I also just think it's kind of too easy. It's supposed to be not hard. It's a very cute, cloying, adorable game, and it's very stylish. It's Media Molecule. These people know style. They're very awesome with this kind of homespun, Etsy-like game design.
English narrated video games.
I mean, look, they did Little Big Planet.
You can utilize the companion app if you do want to take pictures, and there's other things you can do. If you want to import yourself into the game, you can do that. You can see my mug all over my game. I wish I could share that with other people and then just be in your world. Just my face.
You can actually print, I already have enough of your face in my life, but you can print out little papery things you find in the world, and you can then fold them and give them to your kids or whatever. It's very creative. It's very cute. It's very cool. I mean, I still really like the core game here. There are moments when you succeed in a quest and you're running through fireworks with little pieces of paper, and they have that great music playing, that it really kind of captures the essence of what made the PS Vita version so great and why this game franchise is so awesome.
And especially if you have young children, there aren't many games to play on the next-gen consoles that you can just dive in and give to a child.
Yes.
This game, one of them.
You certainly could play this game with a child. You could be a child. You could be an adult, too. It's a game that'll appeal to all kinds of different gamers. I think it's a really good port. I don't think it's necessarily as great as the Vita version, but Tearaway Unfolded is a lot of fun for PlayStation 4 owners. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10.
I'm giving it a 7.5.